Hello and welcome to Round Glass. I'm Leah Cullis and I'm your guide today for our Yoga for a Parents Time Out class. It is my joy and honor to bring this class to you today. Because I'm a parent and I know that we all can use a timeout, or what we call in our house a reset, from time to time. Because parents often give and give and give to the point of exhaustion. So this soothing restorative class will help you focus on relaxing so that you can fully receive. All right, parents, so let's get started together. You'll see that I'm seated on a big pillow. This is called a yoga bolster. I've designed this class so that you can use props from your house. So grab a pillow from the couch or from your bed. I'm also going to use a couple of my yoga blocks. You can have a water bottle or some books close to you, but have the props around you so that you can really tune into the receiving aspect, the relaxation aspect of this class that we're doing together today. So we'll begin by starting in a short and simple meditation. Meditation is simply just taking the time away from all the external stimulation so that you can tune into your body. And as parents, it's essential that we have this connection to our embodied wisdom and our intuition to really help guide us forward. The only way that we can strengthen that connection is through practice. So let's practice together right now. Go ahead and sit up on one of your blocks. Pillow's great for that. Ground your palms to your thighs. And then sit up nice and tall. So lift your ribs up away from your pelvis. Then create more extension up through your heart, even through the crown of your head. When you're ready, go ahead and close your eyes and seal your lips and just breathe naturally in and out of your nose. Notice how even after just a few rounds of breath, how your inner energy can shift. Notice what's shifting for you as you carve out a few moments of mindfulness. And now please bring your hands to heart center in Anjali Mudra. So press your palms together, anchor your thumbs into your chest, and then spread your fingers out wide like a flame. With your eyes still closed, now turn your inner gaze up to your third eye. So it's that point right between your eyebrows. This is the major energy center that governs intuition and insight. Now please set your intention for your practice today. You chose the time out on your mat to restore yourself. What's the purpose? How can you use what you create on the mat to be of service to your family, to yourself as a parent, in your life? Take a deep breath in. Open mouth, exhale. Keeping your intention, guiding your way. Now bow your head to your heart. Drop your intention from your third eye down into the center of your heart. Let it be ignited by the flame of your hands. When you're ready, please release your hands to your thighs, blink your eyes open, and lift your gaze. Okay, parents, let's go ahead and move the props off the side of our mat. We'll start in a tabletop position for cat-cow. Now, cat-cow are two movements linked together that really help to open up the whole spine, all of the muscles in the core and along the back body, and it'll also give you a boost of energy. So this is a great pose to do at any time when you need just a little lift for yourself. All right, so go ahead and slide your props over to the side, come into tabletop, all fours pose. Ground your hands right underneath your shoulders, your hips over your knees. I like to tuck my toes for a little more support. Then gaze down to the ground. Pull your wrist towards your knees, knees towards your wrists. Couple cat-cows. On your inhale, drop your belly down, squeeze your shoulder blades together, look up. As you exhale, press the earth away and hug your belly up and in. Two more. Inhale, expand. So we're riding the breath. Exhale, press the earth away, lift your low belly up, tuck your chin towards your chest.
One more. Inhale, open. And exhale, press the earth away. All right, come to a neutral tabletop pose. Tune in, notice what's awakened within you now after just a few mindful movements. Okay, now we'll extend the right leg back. Give yourself a nice calf stretch. Work your right heel away from you. Notice if your right shoulder started to slide down. Lift your right shoulder blade or your right shoulder in line with your left. Press more into your hands. Okay, now we'll add on cat-cows here. This will target more of the psoas muscle, the connector from the lower body to the upper body. If you're sitting a lot throughout the day, this one can get kind of tight. So inhale, relax your belly down, tip your tail up, look up. Exhale, press into your hands, press into your left knee, zip up your low belly. Again, inhale and exhale. One more time, inhale, working on spinal mobility, flexibility. Okay, come into a neutral tabletop. Right leg is still extended back. Now hover your right leg, your heel at hip level. Now cross your right foot off the left edge of your mat. Stay with me here. Side body stretch. Notice if your belly dropped down, knit your front ribs in. Now slightly walk your right hand forward. You can come to your fingertips or palm down on the ground. Drop your head, look to your left knee. Stay with me, yogis. Zip up your low belly, think cat in your belly, and expand through your right side body. So as parents, oftentimes we're moving forward, we're in action. In this class, we're going to nourish the back body and the side body, really take full care of yourself. Okay, stay with your hands as they are, listen carefully, activate your core, pull your right knee in towards your chest, lace around your left knee. If that's too much, you just take the steps to get there. Now, you're in Gomukhasana variation. Keep your hands grounded, press your hands into the mat, work your hips back. You're not going to sit all the way down, but it's going to be a Gomukhasana variation, giving you a nice stretch through both hips, especially your right hip. Inhale, pull your heart forward, think cat pose or cow pose. Exhale, press more into your hands, draw your belly back, think cat now. Couple of breaths here, yogis. Nourishing your back body, expand your inhales to fill your intercostal muscles, your back and side ribs. And with each exhale, can you allow your bones to fall more towards the earth? Right, inhale, rise back up, tabletop position. Unwind your legs. Pause for a moment here and notice the difference between your two sides. All right, let's work the left. Extend your left heel back, press your heel away from you. Let's add on the cat-cows with breath. Inhale, open up, shine your heart forward. Exhale, press the earth away, zip up your low belly. Start to tune into your lower energy centers. Again, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Take out any choppiness in your movements. Inhale, tabletop. Float your left heel at hip level. And then cross. So set your left toes off the right edge of your mat. Knit your front ribs in. Just move slowly and mindfully here, noticing the uniqueness of you on each side. Now slide your left hand forward. Zip up your low belly, knit your front ribs in, and breathe more into your left side ribs. Make space for you to receive more pranic-filled breath, life force energy, to fuel you, to serve your family, so that you can show up as your highest and best self as a parent. Okay, slowly engage your core, lift your left leg up, hug your left knee in towards your chest, wrap around your right leg, separate your feet slightly, hands pressed down into the sticky mat, work your hips back. One inhale, press your hands down, drag your heart forward. Exhale, allow your hips to sink back even more deeply. I know that when I take time out for myself, when I'm in my practices of self-care, I use the energy, I use what I create within my practices to fuel me as a mother. Because my highest and best self, I am a loving, patient, and kind mama. How can this practice, how can you serve your highest and best self in this moment? All right, yogis, slowly rise up. Make your way into tabletop, unwind. Now walk your hands forward about 6 inches. Tuck your toes under. Let's take a downward facing dog. We'll just be here to study, to reset, and to breathe. Let your head hang heavy. Press more into your hands. Work your ribs back towards your thighs. Now press your thighs towards the wall behind you, away from your ribs. All together, take a big breath in. Open mouth, exhale. All right, parents, walk halfway up your mat. Drop down to your knees. Sit on your heels, Vajrasana. Grab your big pillow. So if you've got a bolster, grab it. We're going to place it right behind you. Then bring one hip down to the ground. Take a seat. Swing your legs out in front of you. All right, snuggle up your bolster to your sacrum, so the triangular bone at the base of your spine. Now, I'll say this. These poses that we're moving into, these are great floor poses that you can weave into your practice, even when you're with your kids. I like to call them Netflix poses. I do a lot of yoga when I'm just playing around with my kids, when they're watching TV, when they're playing games. These are poses that you can do then. Okay, we'll start off with the right side. So bend your right knee, rock more weight onto your left cheek, then swing your right heel to the outside of your right hip. You want to make a check mark with your legs. So left leg is extended long, flex your left feet. Sit up nice and tall here. Okay, now start to think cat in your belly, so hug in. Now lay down on your bolster behind you, or you can just walk your hands back if you don't have a bolster, or laying all the way down is too much. We're giving ourselves a nice quad stretch here. So our quads, according to traditional Chinese medicine, can hold some anger. So I know for me, as a yogi mama, sometimes when I get a little heated, I can surprise myself. And I know that that's not how I want to be with my kids. So in this practice of self-care, in your parents' reset today, notice, where are you holding any tension, or what are some qualities that come up for you that aren't in alignment with your highest and best self? And can this practice be an opportunity to just reset, turn it around, and realign with what you know to be true for yourself, what you know is the highest energy that's guiding your family, and bring it in. Let it be a part of your practice now. All right, sit up nice and tall. Okay, yogis, we're going to shift the torso so it's aligning over the left leg. You can even grab your bolster and place your bolster on top of your leg. This is super nice and juicy. Or you can grab one of your blocks as well, one or both of your blocks. So sit up nice and tall, pull your chest through like we did in cow pose. On your exhale, keep the length. Then when you fold forward over your left leg, as soon as you start to feel that pull, that's the first feedback coming from your body. That's known as your edge. Take the edge and surrender into it. So you can drop your head. For me, it's here right now. And over time, as we bring our attention, our intention, our presence, and our love to the moment, things start to shift. Things can change. As we bring our calm and our inner peace to the situation, we influence what's happening within us and around us. Take 3 more breaths and notice where your edge is now. Maybe you flip the block even lower. Maybe you remove the bolster. Maybe you breathe even bigger. And slowly rise up. Nice work. Let's try this on the other side. So tip your weight over to your left side. Swing your right leg out. Pause. Hands behind you. Shake out your feet. Notice the difference between your two sides. Notice the sensation from one quad to the other, both sides of your hips. Okay, so we'll set up for supine half virasana on the other side. Snuggle your bolster close to you. Rock your weight on your right side. Bend your left knee. Make the check mark. Okay, now hands behind you. Each breath is a step deeper into the pose. So you tune into your breath, and your body will send you specialized feedback only for you about, am I where I need to be?
Am I in the space where I am growing, but also relaxing? Okay, extend your right heel away a little longer and then soften the muscles of your right leg. Again, fullest expression is laying down. You can even catch your elbows overhead. Take out any muscular effort here, parents. And when you start to release physical tension from your body, that urge to always be doing something, you start to open up the space for you to receive more of the benefits from your breath, receive more of the benefits from your mindful practices like yoga and meditation. And you're more present for the moments that are happening in your life right now. Slowly rise back up. We'll take the fold on the other side. This time I'll work my bolster. So inhale, sit up nice and tall. Scoop your heart forward. We lead with our hearts, right? And then exhale, bow. So one of the questions I always ask myself when I'm needing a parent's timeout or a parent's reset is, how can this be an act of love? Or how can I be more loving in this moment? Because I know that for my children, my highest and best self is being a constant source of love for them. Being loving energy is me at my highest and best self with my family. But we can only give what we already have. So notice in this moment, are you embodying the intention that you set at the start of the class? And if not, ask yourself, how can this be an act of love for me as a parent? How can this be an act of love for me in my family, for my family? And slowly rise back up. And in every moment, yogis, we have this opportunity to align physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. It's not just kept for the yoga mat. Okay, let's take one more posture. And we're going to hold this for a few minutes. So I really want us all to lean into the receiving side of this. So we'll set the structure so that we have empowered ourselves to go there. All right, grab your right flesh underneath your right sit bone, pull it back, left side. Then catch your shins with your bolster or your pillow laying on top of your feet. I'll show you with a block too, just in case you don't have a block. You can make a tower with your blocks, or you can just use one. Okay, yogis. Snuggle your bolster in close. Inhale, scoop your heart forward. Keep the length through your spine as long as you can. Then exhale, fold and bow. Rest your head. Allow your body to organize within this pose. And as best as you can, surrender any effort. With each exhale, you have a natural pathway to let go. So with every exhale, notice what you can effortlessly release. Maybe in this exhale, it's your hands. Serve your palms to the sky and forward. Simply turning our palms up is a symbol of surrender. Not surrender like giving up, but surrender in letting go of what isn't useful. Letting go of anything that isn't in an alignment with or in service of your highest and best self, so that you can show up and be your highest and best self with your family. Option to stay here a while if this is feeling good. Otherwise, turn your palms down to the ground, press your hands, work your weight into your hips, feel even more of a deeper stretch in your low back, and then slowly roll up one vertebra at a time. Head stacks last. Nice work, parents. Okay, Couple of options here. Extend your legs out long. Give your legs a little shake. You can either lay down for a more traditional Shavasana, or you can meet me for a simple meditation. Come back to sitting on one of your props so that your hips are higher than your knees. And give yourself just a moment to seal our experience of mindfulness on the mat and turn your attention inward. Close your eyes. Notice what's shifted within you as you've carved out the space to be in a practice of self-care. Notice what's here for you and with you now, that you've moved energy, that you've aligned with an intention, that you've dedicated your efforts on the mat to being of service for your family. Taking a time out is not selfish. Taking a time out is investing your time to be your highest and best self for the ones that you love the most. So yogis, let's please unite our hands at heart center. Acknowledge yourself for doing this work today. And sit up tall. Let your asana now reflect this lightening, this upliftment that you've created in your yoga reset today. All right, yogis, take a deep breath in. Open mouth exhale. Lift your prayer hands up to your third eye and seal the wisdom from your body and your heart, from your practice today, into your mind. May it be a lens that you use within each connections that you create in your life off the mat. Bowing, together we say, Namaste. Thank you, yogis. Thank you, parents. Thank you so much for carving the time out of your busy day to be in a practice with us here at roundglass.com. I hope to see you again very soon for more yoga and meditation. I'm Leah Cullis, and we are Holistic Wellbeing.